So I just received my jumper T15 radio. Super excited about it. I was a little annoyed when I found that there's a fan problem. The cooling fan for the ELRS module in the back started making noise, ticking noises. It clearly sounded like something was rubbing on the fan, slowing it down, and the fan actually stopped. So I didn't want the fan to get damaged. I knew there was some kind of blockage or something inside, so I shut it down right away to prevent any further damage. So I figured I'd just take a quick video to show you what I found. So you want to pull the batteries out, pull the battery tray out. This just pops out. It fits snugly there. It's like a pressed fit. Remove the rubber grips. When you take those off, you want to peel them from the outside edge here first. Pull that out, and then they come off straight out like that. So these pieces kind of lock in a little more tightly on the inside here. This part is more of an edge that fits into a little pocket, so it's definitely easier to start from the outside here, peel them back, and then they come out. So you got screw holes here, at the top here and here, and then underneath the grips there's screw holes here on both sides. So I actually got the battery tray out from underneath. After you separate the case, you could fit your finger underneath here and push the battery tray, push it out like that. It just makes it easier to grab onto instead of prying something. So once you get it popped out from underneath a little bit, it's easier just to grab onto it, lift it up. Okay, and then when you start separating the case, you'll see the connector is connected to the board just below that. So it's almost like a LiPo balance connector. So unplug that, and then you should be able to separate the halves partially. There's a connector right there. You'll want to, I use my fingernail, just grab that edge of it and pop it out. Okay, so once you got that connector loose, battery trays out of the way, you can fold the top up like this and take these two plugs out, and that'll separate the back of the radio from the front, and you'll be able to work on it a little easier. Just a note, when you are pulling these plugs out, make sure you pull from the plastic and not by the wires. These are tiny little wires. You don't want to pull the pins out or screw that connection up. Okay, so this is the back half of the radio, and this is where the culprit is. Okay, so that's the ELRS transmitter. So you see it's mounted with 4 screws. All I did was take those 4 screws out. The fan is just below that heatsink, and it sets just right up close to the heatsink. It sits in a little pocket, and just sits below this this board that's screwed in here. It's not attached to the board at all. It just fits tightly within the case. So I'll just give you a quick example of what's happening. Obviously this is a much bigger fan. Okay. So the fan underneath there, basically these things aren't made super precision. So when the fan starts spinning, sometimes the fan, because of the magnetic field in the motor, may not be aligned, very precise, so the fan may or may not lift or push back in this axis here. So the fan is moving just enough when it turns on, then it's rubbing on the back of the heatsink blades. There's just not enough clearance that's manufactured into this. So all I did, I took the screws out, the 4 mounting screws. I found some little washers to go in between so that heatsink and board is just raised a little bit up above the fan, and that seemed like it did the trick. So I just wanted to put this on video real quick. I guess I realized it could be helpful to other people. Yeah, it seemed to work, and it looks like a fix for me. So good luck. Hope you enjoy your T15 radio.